I hope it's Simon rooting for the planet. Just a little update on the plantation here. So that down through the trees over there is Sheep House Wood over the other side. The hill there, Sheep House Plantation above it, ancient woodland status, and then this is some old grazing fields which used just to be used for grazing as long as I've lived around here, and now there's thousands of trees in them. Now I know Yorkshire Water, who own the reservoir and the plantation around, have put some conifers in down at the bottom down there, but these all appear to be broadleaves up here, I'm guessing. So we'll follow it along. Look at these cracking walls here, beautiful. All gets a bit higher here, so you can see the volume of trees they've put in. So I'm hoping this is grants from the government and the new scheme now for farmers and other landowners to get grants for planting for climate mitigation, climate change, and also long term they can use these as a crop as well. Eventually, like any woodland, great for biodiversity. So these fields were left actually, they weren't grazed really tight, so they weren't bad actually before, I wouldn't say, but this will massively increase the biodiversity of the area as these trees grow. And you can see at the moment they've just got tree guards around them and they've not been trimmed. There's big thistle, there's other things. If they get too big, obviously in time they'll compete with the trees, but there's a similar plantation across the road here in Sec, which they're linked to and connect all Yorkshire Water land. So it's a continuation of that, if you like. Stretches all the way down here, and that through the trees there is where I do my jogging and my dog walking, just the other side of that bottom tree line, and the reservoir's the other side. So there's somebody actually down the bottom here, forestry worker or somebody down, landowner, checking on them. Oh. So what are we now? Really, 4th of December 2024. So the light level is low now. Getting close to the shortest day of the year. 21st of December. And they stretch all the way. So there's thousands they've put in. I'd like to know how many. Thousands of trees have been planted. And then there's another smaller reservoir at Upper Middup. So these trees here link within this land to these over here. Just here, you can see the age of these have grown up and got much bigger across here. So these ones here planted probably 6 years ago, I think. 5-6 years ago. So you've got the plantation on the hill up there. So that's an old plantation up there on the top of the hill, and then the trees the other side, planted trees from 5-6 years ago, just stretch, thousands of them, up to a top reservoir. And then there's a small old plantation of mature trees here as well, some beautiful big ash. And this wall has been updated recently. Nice work here. Fantastic big trees. And then it continues all the way down. Thousands and thousands of trees. So good to see. So in terms of the revenue from from the farm, from the grazing, from this land. These trees will provide the landowner far more revenue in terms of subsidies from the government. As you can see here, this wall's been redone. Just gives you an idea of how they're built. Low lying. So this lane I'm walking along is called Oaks Lane. But there's a lot of ash on here as well. Plenty of oaks. There's one there. Look at that one. That's beauty. Big old. And plenty of ash as well. Nice ash there. And then it stretches again. So it looks like, along with the grants for planting, they've got grants for the walls as well, I'm guessing. So this will be the next wall to be done, which will be great. So they stretch all the way down to that bottom corner. Guess what? 10,000 trees perhaps in there, in 3 fields. Absolute massive amount of trees. So it makes big sense as well in terms of subsidies and climate change mitigation. Excuse me. The use of this land. They did use it for cattle. There was a few sheep in here occasionally, but they used it for cattle, as were the fields opposite me. So they've taken off probably, I don't know, I would say that's probably 50 acres of planted trees. Oh. I've just left a little stretch around these houses here. I'm not getting too close because the views now obviously from these houses here in the future are going to be changed dramatically. And then these big fields at the top here continue to be used for grazing. Okay, I thought I'd just update you on that one. Look at that monkey puzzle, lovely. Little update there on those trees. They were on one of my videos a while ago, so and I'll keep a close eye on those and see what happens. Alright, see you in a bit.